Dixon of the Ultimate Gamer I'm logging on, and I'm about to do a first impression review on the latest remaster of another awesome game from the 90s, and done by the masters of remasters, Night Dive Studios. Star Wars Dark Forces Remastered. Released on all platforms. I got my digital copy on Good Old Games. Also to mind, I will be doing some comparison between the original and the remaster time to time. Though I already had the original DOS versions on both GOG and Steam. But no point looking into that version any longer, because you can alter the graphical enhancement settings and sound settings in the option menu, which makes the game even more impressive than I can imagine with the options they have. All remasters should have options like that. Star Wars Dark Forces is a first-person shooter game, and it's considered to be another Doom clone. Of course, Dark Forces has its own engine, the Jedi engine, which was used for the follow-up Jedi Knight and another game from LucasArts, Outlaws, which hopefully Night Dive Studios can get around to remastering those games as well too. The original Dark Forces game was released in late 1995 for PC DOS and Macintosh home computers, and received very positive reviews. Within the year or two later, they released the PlayStation version of Dark Forces, which is known as PlayStation 1, where I got my start at, since you know me, at the time I was limited to consoles. And I didn't get the PC DOS experience until years later. However, the PlayStation version received mediocre reviews, which didn't surprise me because console gaming experience for its time couldn't really keep up with the PC versions. But back then I had my limitations. And I still had a blast of the time playing Dark Forces on the PlayStation, but I never beaten the PlayStation version. Besides, my real experience with Dark Forces came years later from digital distribution, Good Old Games or Steam, which was the original DOS version, and I've beaten that one.
The Emperor has approved your test demonstration, General Monk.
Thank you, Lord Vader. What I unveil today will mark a new era for the Empire. We will be able to decimate the rebels just as we did the Jedi Knights. At last, the Emperor's war will be...
"5 days ago, the Empire attacked one of our secret bases in the city of Talay.
This is TAC base to anybody out there. Please, we're under Imperial attack. Total devastation. They broke through our shield.
Since then, Dark Forces had been a classic that I was hoping for a proper remaster for modern OSs or other platforms. I never lost hope, and now the remaster is finally here.
You're in violation of Imperial law.
Surrender.
This is too easy. Now to get to my ship.
Has approved your test demonstration, General Monk.
Base was destroyed within minutes. Many innocent people in the surrounding city, as well as the rebel staff, were killed. Intelligence thinks that this may be an act of retaliation for the destruction of the Death Star.
Interesting. This looks like it could be a normal Imperial attack, except for those sounds.
And available on digital storefronts for PCs and consoles. And I say I highly recommend whichever version you get for the price point of $30. Now some people may complain $30 may be too much for a remastered old game, but you gotta bear in mind that companies like Night Dive Studios put a lot of faith and a lot of work into getting these remasters released. I give them much props for that. So I say $30 is justified. Now let's dive further into this later release of this remaster version of Dark Forces. Dark Forces Remaster uses the Night Dive Studios Kex engine, like for the previous remasters from Night Dive Studios. And as usual, Night Dive Studios once again pulled off a proper remaster, with modern keyboard and mouse controls, as well as controller support for the PC version, new 3D rendering, enhanced visuals all around, hand-painted cutscenes, which looks pretty awesome. The originals look pretty awesome too, but you can have an option during this option menu, of course. Plus, there's also extra features like archives, etc. So far, I've been enjoying the crap out of this remaster. It's also awesome that you can tamper with the enhancements, so you can play with the original graphics as optional. Because I think the original graphics itself look pretty awesome to this day. Always like going back nostalgia ways, so it's nice to have an option. But there are some downsides to this remaster that I noticed. Well, like the original, in this remaster, you can't save or do a quick save during mission. And it would be awesome if they had more music variations for sound option, like by adding ad-lib or rolling sound. And here's another minor complaint, which is not a huge deal here. You can't toggle between graphics like during the briefing or the cutscenes with the ease of one button. You can only do that during the gameplay. So if you wanted to either select the original graphics or the remaster graphics, you have to go to the option menu in order to choose. It's not like Tomb Raider Trilogy Remastered where you can do all that with the ease of one button. So that's kind of a minor drawback, not a huge deal. Is that you can't toggle with one button in between cutscenes or mission briefing. But however, you can still at least change the graphics from the option menu, so that's still good. That's all there is to this remaster first impression review that I can address. I would like to do a full-blown review on Dark Forces one day, but now I just wanted to talk about the remaster version of the game. And to me, it's recommendable at a price point of $30. Hopefully Night Dive Studios can remaster other LucasArts games that uses the Jedi engine like Outlaws and the Dark Forces sequel, Jedi Knight. Well, given time, they probably will. Anyway, this is Dixon of the Ultimate Gamer. I'm logging off. And may the Force be with you.